Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, Chair.
Good afternoon, Chair.
Good afternoon. Okay, so shall we start now? So last week we have finished up to number 9, right? On page number 19, right? So we'll continue the lessons on page number 2021, and it is about fiction. So are you interested in reading fiction? Is there anyone who interested in reading fiction? Reading fiction, novel, short story? Is there anyone? Yes. Yes.
Yeah, me too.
How about the others?
Well,
I'm
I mostly like
interested.
history,
So,
like historical.
what kind of fictions are you interested in? What kind of?
Science fiction.
Fantasy,
Fiction.
science fiction.
Scientific,
Fantasy, romance,
fantasy,
drama,
romance,
drama, yeah.
drama, horror. How about horror?
No. I
No.
read horror.
Horror, thriller, detective, crime, and adventure, right? So there are so many genres, right? Okay, so we'll discuss the questions here. So Isabella Allende is from Chile, and her book Cities of the Beast is the first in a three-part series. So there's a series, right? The three-part series of for young adults. So this is the book, right? So the name is Cities of the Beast, and the other name is Isabel Allende, right? So I think it is a series. So number 1, we will discuss number 1 first. So look at the cover of the book on page 21, and I think in your book it is black and white, right? So what sort of book do you think it is, and what do you think it is about? So just by looking at the cover, so what sort of book do you think it is? So
Fantasy.
okay, it can be fantasy,
Adventures.
adventures,
Suffering,
huh?
How about
Suffering.
I think it's like Avenger.
Adventure, okay. Adventure can also be fantasy, yes. So
Oh,
what is it
fantasy
about?
plus Avenger.
Huh? Adventure.
Fantasy plus Avenger.
Safari. Okay, Avenger. So what it is about, how do you think? Just by looking at the cover, can we guess what will be in this book?
Maybe a fictional city.
City, okay.
Yeah, a fictional city.
Fictional city, maybe. We don't know, right?
How about document?
Documents, it can also be documents, okay. And is that all about your guess? Okay, so let's check whether your guess is right or wrong. So number 2 is read the summary of the story so far. So there is a summary of so far, right? The story so far. And there is also an extract from chapter 1. So that is the extract from chapter 1. It means that it is some of the parts that is taken from chapter 1. So this is not all about chapter 1. So after reading the summary of the story so far and the extract from chapter 1, you have to tell me how does Alice feel. So according to that extract, Alice can be our main character. So you have to read this, and after reading this, you have to tell me how our main characters feel. Okay. So read this and tell me how does he feel. Okay. So there is also a story so far too, and the extract. So have you finished reading this? Everyone?
Chị, CD and the Blue Sky 有選嗌，
Huh?
有選嗌，
City in the Beast Club of it.
有選嗌嘅。
What? What did he say?
CD and the Blue Sky 有選嗌嘅。
I don't know, maybe because I don't know that fiction or I don't know that movie. So maybe. So you can Google it if you are interested.
It's real.
It's
It's a
real.
novel. Novel. Yeah, it's a novel. Yeah, novel.
Okay, so how does our character feel according to this extract? How does he feel?
Furious.
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 Furious. He's very angry right now, right? So why? What is the reason?
Because his dad is gonna send
Live
to
with
another grandma Kate.
And the grandma whom he doesn't like, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is why. That is the reason. Okay. Okay, so we'll move to number 3. Match the words and phrases to their definition. So these are the words. 1 up to 10 are the words, and A up to G are their definitions. So all you have to do is match the words and their definition. That's all. Okay. For example, ship me off. So that is a phrasal verb, right? So ship somebody off means send somebody somewhere. One, I don't want to go there. So that is the meaning of ship somebody off. So find out the answer, and after that we will check. So I will check the one who turns off their camera. Okay. So Ye Wei, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Hey San, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
And okay. Daro, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Ichi, so are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Lady, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Dancing, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Chisano, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Sen Tu Han, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Heng Sen Sui, are you there?
Here. Yes.
Okay. Tong Ye Bai Du, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Bie Song Chong, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So have you finished? Everyone, have you finished?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So what is the meaning of package?
Something
Something
that
that's
is
covered
covered
in
in paper and sent in the post.
Yes, something that is covered in paper and sent in the post. So the answer for number 2 is E, right? So how about 3? Furious.
Very angry.
Very angry.
Very
Very
angry.
angry.
So the answer is H. How about fist?
A hand which
A
is
hand
tightly
which is
closed.
tightly
Tightly close.
Yes, a hand which is tightly closed. So
D.
the answer is D, right?
D.
And how about documentary?
A
Film
A.
or
film or TV program that gives the fact about a
about the
situation.
solution.
Yes, a film or TV program that gives the facts about a situation. So the answer is B, right? How about mosquitoes?
Insects that
Insects
spread
that
bugs
spread bugs,
sometimes cause them malaria.
Destroy the body.
Insect that
A
spreads
very-
blood, right?
I
Something
think a
causing
very
malaria.
serious
Very
disease.
serious.
Oh, we are staying number 6. Yeah, right?
Yes, yes.
Mosquito. Mosquito is the kind of like insect, right? That's the blood sometimes causing malaria. So the answer for number 6 is I. Got it?
Okay, I got it.
And the next one is caiman.
Say reptiles that
Reptiles
are
that are like small alligators.
Yes, reptiles that are like small alligators. So the answer for number 7 is G, right?
I.
How about bandits?
and it's a people
People
who
who
are
rob
travelers.
travelers.
Kind of robbers, right? People who rob travelers. So the answer is A.
So what is number 7?
Caimans, right? Number 7. The answer for number 7 is J. Caiman is a kind of reptiles that are like small alligators. Got it? Hey,
Got
Sam, have
it.
you got it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so where are we? Leprosy, right? What does it mean?
A very
A very
serious
serious disease
drugs
which
which destroy
the body.
Yeah, it's a very serious disease which destroys the body. So the answer for number 9 is number F, right?
Yes, sir.
So the last one, piranha.
South
South
American
American
fish with sharp teeth.
South American fish with sharp teeth. So the answer for number 10 is number G, right?
T. Yes.
So have you got all the answers for number 3, everyone?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah.
So you want me? Huh?
What is number 8?
What is?
Number 8.
Oh, you want to,
Number 8 is E.
number 8 is number 8.
Okay.
Got it? So is there any more question for number 3? No more. Okay. So we'll move to number 4. Find 5 words the author uses instead of set. So you have to find out the words that have a similar meaning with set. For example, like explain. So there is an explain, right? So you have to find out 4 more words that have a similar meaning with set in the paragraph. The author you have
Protest.
Hmm?
Protest.
Okay, so find it first after the word.
Yeah, finish.
All
Actually,
right.
finish.
Okay, so we'll wait the others, okay? Did you find the answers? Have you finished, everyone?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Noted.
Noted. Okay, so I will wait. So have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So the first one is explain, right? So how about the second one?
Exclaimed.
Protested.
Protested, yes. How about the third one?
Exclaimed.
Yelled.
I'm slime.
Yelled.
Oh, yes.
Yelled.
Yelled and
Smile.
Exclaimed.
exclaim, yes. Exclaim.
What's up?
Blurted.
Exclaim.
And blurred.
Blurred out.
Blur
out.
or blur out.
Blurred out.
Out. And there is a set, right? So these are the phrases that has a similar meaning with set, but they are not totally the same. The sense is a little bit different, okay? So explain, protested, yelled, exclaim, and blurt out. Have you got all the answers?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll move to number 5 this time. Complete the family tree. So you have to complete the family tree after reading the passage again. John, Lisa, and Alice. So you have to complete this tree. So you have to fill 1, 2, 3, 4 more, please. It is quite easy, right? So have you finished? So there's John and Lisa. So who will it be here?
Kate.
Kate, yes. Kate is John's mother, right? So how about Lisa's side?
Carla.
Carla, yes. Carla is his mother, and Kate is John's mother. And they have 3 children, and the first one is our guardian, Alice. How about the 2?
Andrea.
Andrea and Nicole.
Andrea and yes,
Nicole.
Nicole. Right? Andrea
Nicole
and Nicole. Yes, correct. So he has 2 sisters, right? So that is the family tree. Okay, so we'll move to number 6. What does the extract tell you about the following characters? The first one is Alice, and the second one is Alice's father, and that one is Kate. So after reading the extract again, you have to decide. You have to write their characters and their personality. So can you? So read again, and you have to write about their characters. Yeah, wait. Is that your photo that you sent to everyone? I saw the monkey here, so I thought it was your photo. So you have to note down anything that you can tell about the character for each of these 3 characters: Alice, Alice's father, and Kate.
Chair, by the way, I'm not absent. You didn't call my name. So,
Oh, Niall.
yeah.
Actually, you just turn off your camera right now, right?
Yes.
သမီးခုနကင်မရာဖွင့်ထားရမလား
Hopefully not you.
ချက်ကင်မရာဖွင့်ထားတဲ့လူမခေါ်အောင်သမီးကင်မရာပိတ်ထားတဲ့လူရှိလားလို့ချက် check လုပ်ကြည့်တာကင်မရာဖွင့်ထားတဲ့လူမြင်ရလို့မခေါ်တော့ဘူးနော်
I see.
Have you finished? Everyone, have you finished? Everyone, finished.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, please answer me, okay? You guys are just staring at like that. Staring at the laptop, right? Or is there something that in front of you? No? Okay, so first we'll discuss about Alex. So after reading this, Adrian, what can we tell about Alex?
Bad temperature. bad-tempered teenager.
Bad temper. So Alex is a 15-year-old boy, right? According to the passage, which can be our main character, right? So he's a 15-year-old boy, and as Daniel said, he can.
Bad-tempered teenager.
Have bad
Yes,
temper.
he has bad temper and can even say he is quite aggressive, right?
Yes.
That he is banging his face on the wall on the table, right? While he is talking to his father. So we can say he is quite aggressive.
Violence.
Violent, yes. And what else can we say?
He doesn't like Kate.
Yes, he doesn't like Kate, who is his grandmother from his father's side. Yes. And
He acts without thinking.
yes, he didn't think too much, right? Especially when he is angry. Yes.
He's annoyed by his father deciding.
Yes, he's annoyed by his father. Yes, deciding that he has to go to his grandmother, right? And is there anything else that we can talk about Alex?
I think that's all.
That's all. Don't you think that he is quite stubborn? Can we say like that? Yes, we can say like that. And he also thinks that he is mature enough to make a decision, right? Actually, he is not that mature. Am I right? And there is one more thing that when he heard about going to the Amazon, how does he feel?
Horrified.
He felt
He's quite
horrifying.
frightened, right? He's quite frightened and he's quite scared. That is why we can say that he is not quite adventurous or he is not that brave person. Am I right? Yes.
Yes.
So I think that is all about Alice, right? Okay, so how about Alice's father? What can we tell about Alice's father after reading the story, after reading the
He makes decisions.
Yes, he made a decision and he didn't change his decision so easily, right? So we can say that he is quite decisive. Am I right?
Yeah. And he's quite patient. Like
Uh,
he didn't get
explain to his
angry
son,
easily.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he is quite patient. And
He
secondly, he's also quite strict. Can we say like that?
yeah,
What?
Strict person.
yeah, he is.
Because he asks his children what to do, right? And he
Yeah.
didn't change it so easily, even when his son is kind of like rebellious, right? So he didn't change. So we can say he is quite strict and he is quite decisive, right? And as Daniel said, he can also be patient, but he explains to his son, right? Okay, so I think that is all about Ella's father, right? So is there anything that you want to put under Ella's father's character? Anything?
He cares about Lisa so much.
He cared about his son so much. Okay, yes, we can also say like that. Yeah. Okay, so I think that is all about Ella's father, right? So how about Kate? What can we tell about Kate, the character Kate, after reading the extract?
Evil. If you look at if you look at Alex's perspective, it would be like that, right? Like the last paragraph said.
Yeah, it's true.
From
According
Ella's
to
point of view, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
according to
Yes.
Alex.
So from Ella's point of view, yes, she can be like kind of like evil. Yes.
Or a bit weird from other people's view.
Yes. And
Maybe she likes adventures.
yes, she is quite adventurous, right? Because she decided to go to Amazon, right? Which is a kind of like dangerous place, right? So we can say that she is brave and she is adventurous. And we can also say she is not that feminine person because she can't cook, right? According to Alex's conversation, right? So she doesn't know how to cook, right? So her character can be kind of like manly, right? Yes. So I think that is all about Kate. So is there any fact that you want to add? No.
She know what she's doing.
Yes,
She's
she knows
careful
what
in
she.
decisions.
Yeah. Okay, so that is all. Okay. So have you got all the answers for number 6, everyone? If you don't get, tell me again, okay? Ask me again. You can ask me again. Okay. James. same, so you can do, right? I thought you were a girl, so I sorry. Okay, so let's move on number 7. So discuss these questions. So we have to discuss these questions in group. So the first question is that number 1 is Alice said, I am 15, Dad, and that's plenty old enough for you to at least ask my opinion. So it is he, right? How do you think?
Yes, he's right.
Yes.
Yes, he's right.
Yes,
So
right.
you all agree with Alice, right?
It depends
Right.
on how he was raised. Like if he's spoiled, he's not mature enough.
But he say like that, right? So I think most of you guys will agree with Alice, right? I'm 15. I'm mature enough to make decision like that, right? You all can
Okay.
relate with Alice because you guys are at the same age. Am I right? You guys are now like
Yeah.
14, 15, 16 at the most, right? So and the current
Yeah.
our main character is also 15 years old, right? So you can relate, right? So that is why you most of you will agree with Alice, I think. Okay. So how about number 2? What do you think is going to happen next in the story? So what will happen in the next chapter, like chapter 2, 3? What will happen?
Amazon. He traveled in Amazon forest.
His adventures in Amazon.
Yeah.
Kate and Ellen are gonna find the city of the beast.
So he has to go along with his grandmother, right? To Amazon. So he may find the beast, right? And we can also guess that he may face with the difficulties or problems or the dangerous things, right? Because the title is City of the Beast, right? So he may meet the beast. And maybe we can also hope that there will be a good relationship with him and Kate at the end, maybe, if there is a
Right.
happy ending, right? So the relationship can be changed, right? So they may have a good relationship with to each other after the end of the dangerous journey, right? As most of the story happens like that. Okay, so we have finished about the visions and we also have finished about this unit 2. So is there any question about the whole unit 2? No more
Oh
questions.
no.
Everyone?
Nope.
No.
No.
No more questions till now, right?
Yes. No.
No. What does it mean NYO, Daniel?
No. No.
No. It's not
No.
no. What does that mean NYO? I can't read that NYO.
How to say? Funny side of no.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so if you don't have any question,
No.
Nolan, you're sending your photos again and again. Okay, we can see what you look like. Okay, so stop sending your photo to us. Okay, so if you don't have any question, we'll review the exercises that we have learned the whole unit 2. So review of unit 1 and 2. So we'll pick up the exercise that concern with unit 2. So we will do number
What?
complete the sentences with so as, so that, to, or in order to. So you still remember about the patterns and how to use them, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So for example, like we sometimes what in group. So that has been built in that line, right? So we can share our idea. So why don't we use so that here? Why do we have to use so that here?
Because full sentence follows
Yes,
so
there is
that.
a full sentence behind it, right? There is not a phrase or there is not a clause. So there is a sentence, right? So we can share our ideas. So we have to use so that here. Okay, so fill number 2 up to 6. After that, we'll check the answer, okay? I am goat, greatest of all the time. Okay, whatever. Yeah, then we are doing number 5 on workbook, okay? And not workbook, class book.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes. I'm watching.
Finish.
Hazel, are you saying you're finished?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So everyone, have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher. Okay. So number 2, you can use the internet to find out things when you're doing a project.
So, in
Two.
order to.
In
Two
order
or
to.
In order
In order
to.
to.
to find out, in order to find out, you can use both. In order to is more formal, okay? So you can use both. And 3, take your phone or plan. You can phone me when you're ready to come home.
So that.
So that
Correct. 4, when you need to study for at least 5 years, then become a doctor. To become a doctor, correct. 5, let's do our homework now. Let's watch on TV.
So that.
So that. And the
Wait.
last one, our teacher asked
How about
us
so
to
as?
be quiet, not to disturb the students during the exam in the next classroom.
So as.
As not to.
So as, I mean.
So as any question for number 5?
No chair.
No. Okay, so we'll move to number 6. Complete the details using the word future passive form. So what is the pattern of word future passive form? What is its pattern? Huh?
The what?
What is the pattern of word future passive form?
Will be plus subject.
Will be plus
Well,
subject. So it's for a school trip information for parents. The students will be taken to activity center by coach. And 2, students plan of the 2 days activities once they arrive. You have to use here. Will be given, right? Yeah, the answer is will be given. And 3, lunch will be provided. Correct. Lunch will be provided. And 4, students learn at all time by the teacher. So accompany, you have to use accompany.
Will be accompanied.
Will be accompany. Accompany has to be about 3, right? As is a passive sentence. And 5, all the activities planned by qualifying instructors.
Will be
organized.
organized.
Correct. How about the last one? Students plan to use mobile phone during the day.
Will not be allowed.
Will not be allowed or won't be allowed. Yes, correct. So have you got all the answers for number 6? Yes. Then we will move to number 7. Commonly, these people are saying in 2 ways. So you have to transform this sentence into 2 ways. So use which, that, or if only, or should have, or shouldn't have. So you have to use 2 patterns for 1 sentence. For example, like my friends want me to go for a picnic this at the weekend, but I didn't go, and they have a really great time. So now you're regretting that. So I go. So there's a prompt has been given. So you can use I wish, or if only I had gone. Or in other words, you can say I should have gone. So just like that, you have to transform these words by using these patterns. So answer 2 up to 5 after the word check. Okay. Okay. I will turn off the camera for a while, okay? And after that, I will be back. So have you finished? Everyone, have you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Everyone? How about the others? Have you finished?
Not yet.
Yeah, okay, so I will wait.
Finished, Chair.
So shall we check the answer now? Okay. So the second one is I feel so tired this morning. So the prompts are I stay up so late. So how can we write the sentence?
I wish I hadn't.
Still up late.
I shouldn't have stayed up so late.
Okay. So if only or I wish, right? If only or I wish I had stayed up, right? I shouldn't have, right? I shouldn't have stayed up so late. And how about 3? Oh dear, I can't answer any of the question in this test.
I wish I had done more revision.
I should have done more.
I should have done more revision.
I should have done more. I wish, if only I had done more revision, right? And how about 4? I got into trouble for being late for school. I get up earlier.
I wish I had done more
Earlier.
I wish, or if only I had got up earlier, or I shouldn't have got up earlier. Yes. How about the last one? It was meant to be a surprise, and now everybody knows, and thanks to you. So you have to use you tell everyone.
I wish you hadn't told everybody.
You hadn't told everybody.
You
shouldn't have, yes, you shouldn't have told everybody, right?
Yes.
So have you got all the answers for number 7? Is there any question for number 7? No. Mấy trăm triệu nó à rồi. Okay, then we will go to workbook. So as we have finished unit 2, so we will do the exercises from the workbook. So take your workbook and page number is 10. Global English, workbook 8. And the page number is 10. So when you're doing the exercises in the workbook, if possible, don't look back at the course book, okay? Okay, so number 1, we'll start with the number 1, solve the crossword. So we have the crosswords, okay? So what we'll go with the across one. So across means these and down means these words. So across, number 4, so number 4. So upon that you carry with you. So
Mobile.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mobile.
6 letters.
Mobile.
Mobile, yes. M-O-B-I-L.
B-I-L-E.
Yes, mobile. So how about 6, to talk informally? So it has only 4 letters.
Chat.
Chat, C-H-E-R-T.
Chat. Yes, have a chat. Basically, chat means you informally talk to someone. And 7, when I send a message on my mobile, it makes a noise like a bird. So how about 7?
Receive.
Yes, receive. R-E-C-E-I.
V-E.
Correct. So what is number 8? It is short for application and you
It's
can
short
use
for
it
application. You can use it on your mobile.
app, right?
A-P-P.
Yeah.
APK.
A-P. And they all have to
PK.
be. Huh?
A-P-P lah, A-P-P.
APP, yes, app, right?
I think
Application.
ABK app.
Huh?
ABK.
APK. APK is not app.
It's not more like a fire extension, right?
We're talking about
How about-
applications.
APK is
How
like
about
fire
APP?
extension.
I think APK application.
No. ABB is
It's more like a file. Like, yeah.
How about ABG?
Huh?
ABG.
ABJ. I don't know about the short form. I don't know. I only
APK
know
is
ABJ.
a application
is
package for
application.
Android.
Yeah.
It's a package, not an app. It's an apps
Sure.
package.
Basically a file.
Yeah, it's a
P.
file. Android file.
How about OBB?
I don't know. Just
Bruh.
search it on Google.
Google.
Yeah, you can search in Google, whatever. So we'll move to number 9. Okay. I want to make a call on my mobile, but there was no blank.
Money.
Mobile data.
Where is 9? Where is number 9? Cross. Across. And this one, it has 1, 2, 3, 4,
Connection.
5, 6. Only 6 letters. Connection has more 6 letters, right? More than 6 letters.
Yeah.
Signal.
Internet.
Yeah,
Signal.
I heard a correct answer.
Signal.
Signal, yes. There was no signal. And 12, to transfer music, etc. from the internet to your own computer or mobile device. Download, right?
Download.
Yes, correct. Download. So 12 is download. DOWNLOAD, download. Correct. So have you got all the answers for the across ones? So we'll move to the down ones. So number 1 is you need this to connect to the internet without using wires. So it has 2 words, right?
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi, yes. Wi-Fi.
Yes. WIFI.
WIFI. WIFI, yes. And 2, an informal diary on 11. Informal diary on 11 down. So what is the answer for number 2? Number 2.
I don't know.
I don't know that one.
Yes, blog. BLOG, blog. 3, this describes the computer that you have at home and you don't carry with you.
That's
So
all.
number
Laptop.
7.
Laptop.
Oh, sorry, not number 7. It's number 3, right? So
It's
what is number-
already done. Desktop.
Oh yes, desktop. You can't carry it, right? So it is the opposite.
Oh,
it's
yes.
kind of opposite of laptop. So how about 5? You need a password to blend the internet. So
Access.
Access.
access,
Internet access.
internet access, yes. So the last one is the World Wide Web, and it's also called the net.
Myanmar.
The net is a Wi-Fi company. It's not a World Wide Web. So how do we call the
network.
World Wide Web in
Network.
other?
Internet.
Internet, yes.
Yeah.
Internet, not Myanmar net. Oh my God.
You think it's a fish net?
How about WeLink?
So have you got all the answers for number 1? The crossword. Okay.
Yes.
So we'll move to number 2. Number 2 is complete the sentences with the correct preposition. So the preposition has already given. For into to means you can use for twice, and from, in, on, at, and you can also use with twice to fill the blanks. Okay. So fill it. After that, we'll check the answer. Okay. 1 up to 5.
Just finish.
Okay. So how about the others? Have you finished?
Yes.
And
Yes. Okay, so shall we check now?
yeah.
Okay. So number one is when we're doing a project, we look up a lot of things on the internet.
On the internet.
On the internet.
Internet.
On the internet. And two, I don't think it is fair to the musicians to download music on the internet free.
From the internet
From
for
the internet for free.
From the internet for free, correct.
Yeah, what is the page number?
Huh?
Lost.
Why are you asking to me?
I didn't see it in my book.
Okay, so number three, can you recommend an app like learning to read music?
Or
Yes, for learning to read music. And four, I always take my mobile phone plan me when I go out.
with
me.
me when I go out.
With me.
With me. Five, it is easy to keep plan, touch plan,
In touch.
In touch
In
with
touch with me. In touch with friends using Skype and email.
keep in touch with friends using Skype and email.
Yeah.
Finish.
Finished. Okay, so have you got all the answers for number three, everyone?
Yes.
Is there any question?
No.
No, okay. So we'll move to number two. Combine the pairs of the sentences using two. So you have to combine the two sentences into one sentence by using two. For example, like I wanted to find out the football score. That is why I turned my computer on. So I turned my computer on to find out the football score. So maybe you need to change the order of the sentence too. Okay. So answer it first. After that, we'll check the answers.
Finish, teacher.
Finish,
And I'll be
teacher.
back.
Everyone
I'll be back. Wait.
Okay, I'll wait. Daniel, I think you need to write down. You didn't write down, right?
Hello, Nissan.
Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Are you suffering from emotional damage?
Because we are Asian.
Daniel, did you write down the answers? Because you finished 2 first. You write everything.
Finish, teacher.
Okay,
I have a proof.
that's quite first. Don't be lazy to write down the answers, okay?
And
Because I told everyone, not to you, Daniel. So shall we check now? Have you
Yes,
finished?
teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
So number 2, my mom wanted to buy a new mobile phone, and that is why she went into town.
My mom went into town to buy a new mobile phone.
Yes, my mom went into town to buy a new mobile phone. Correct. How about 3? I wanted to ask you about the math homework. That is why I phoned you.
I told you
phone
to
you
ask
to
you about
ask
the
about the
next
maths
homework.
homework.
about the
I
math
only do ask
homework.
you about the maths homework.
Yes, I phoned you to ask you about the math homework. Correct. How about 4? He wanted to find the camera, cinema. That is why he looked at the map on his phone.
You look at
You
the
look at the
map
map
Look
on
at the
his
map on
phone.
his
find
phone
the
to find the
cinema.
cinema.
Find the cinema. Yes. How about the last one, number 5?
I'm
I'm
going
going to spend 3
to
Going to
weeks
spend
in
3 weeks in
Sydney
Sydney
to
to
improve my
improve
English.
my
to
English.
improve my
Yes,
English.
I'm going to spend 3 weeks in Sydney to improve my English. Correct. So you have got all the answers for number 3, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And so we'll move to number 4. So combine the pairs of the sentences using to or in order to or in order not to where possible. So this time you also have to use in order to or in order not to. Otherwise, use so that, or you can also use so that with could or couldn't or would or wouldn't. So you can use both could or couldn't or would or wouldn't. So for example, the first one has been given as an example. My mom bought a new laptop. She wanted to make life easier when she was traveling. So the answer is my mom bought a new laptop to make life easier when she was traveling. So you can also use in order to here. So number 2 is our teacher gave us practice paper and she wanted us to be ready for the exam. So our teacher gave us practice project paper so that we could be ready for the exam. So have you finished? Everyone? Shall we check now then?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so what is the answer for number 3? I gave my cousin my email address. I wanted her to send me her holiday photos.
Give my cousin my email address so that she could send me her holiday photos.
I gave my cousin my email address so that she could send me her holiday photos. Correct. How about 4? I saved up some money. I wanted to buy an iPod.
I see save my money in order to buy an iPod.
In order to buy an iPod or to buy an iPod, right? How about 5? I put my phone on silent. I didn't want it to disturb anyone.
I put my phone on silent. It would
In order not to disturb anyone.
Okay. I put my mobile phone on silent in order
not to disturb anyone.
Disturb anyone.
So how about 6? I took my phone with me. I didn't want to miss your call.
Took my phone with me so that I don't miss your call.
So that
How about in order not to?
I wouldn't miss your call. Or you can also in order not to miss your call, right? So you can use both. So have you got all the answers for number 4?
Yes.
Is there any question for number 4?
Oh.
So we'll move to number 5. Number 5 is so easy, so we can answer right now, right? So label the pictures by recording by reordering the letters. So the letters are in jumble, right? So you have to reorder back to form a word. So number 1 is you can look at the picture as a hint. So what is that?
Satellite.
Satellite.
Satellite. How do you spell that?
SATELLITE.
SATELLITE. Yes. And how about 2?
Headphones.
And 3 is
Microphone.
microphone. How about 4?
Webcam.
Webcam. How about 5?
Interactive.
Interactive whiteboard.
Whiteboard.
Right? Yeah. Try to spell them correctly, okay? I don't tell the spelling, but they are quite easy. Is that the satellite? So for number 2, look at the pictures in exercise 1 and answer the questions. Number 1 is where do you find number 1 and what does it do? Number 2 is 1 and why what you wear. Number 2 and number 3 is what does number 3 do? And 4 is what does number 4 do? And 5 in number 5, but is number 5 better than an ordinary board? Why? So you have to give your own answers for these questions, okay? So answer these questions. After that, I will ask one by one, okay? Because you will have different answers.
Answer.
Yes? So you want to say something? Camera ပိတ်ထားတဲ့လူတွေရောcamera ပိတ်ထားတဲ့လူတွေ mic ပိတ်ထားတဲ့လူရောကြာလားဖြေရလား
Yes, we can.
Oh, yeah, but
Yes, sure.
So have you finished? Everyone, have you finished?
Sure.
Yes.
No.
No, yeah, okay. I will
No,
wait.
not yet. Not yet.
So have you finished?
Yes.
Yes.
I will ask one by one, okay? So I'll call out the names. And Daniel, can I start with you? So
Yeah.
can you give the answer for number 1? Where do you find number 1 and what does it do?
You can find it in the atmosphere, and which is outer space, and it can transmit in internet line and radio waves.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for your answer. Correct. Okay. So this time, Ethan Bajo, can you give the answer for number 2?
Number 2, while we're learning online classes and then listening to music, to not disturb anyone else.
Not to disturb other people, right? Okay. Thank you. Number 3, for number 3, Mindy Deakin, can you give the answer for number 3 to me?
Yes. It records your voice.
To record voice. Okay, thank you. And for number 4, So Pong-Han, can you give me the answer for number 4? What does number 4 do?
We use web camera to record the video.
To record the video. Okay, thank you. So for number 5, Sudana Xiongwei, can you give me the answer for number 5?
I think it's better than an ordinary board because it lets the teacher display like projects without any issues on the board.
So it is better, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And this time, Niall,
Yes.
can you speak?
Yes.
Okay, so can you give me the answer for number 1? You may have different answer with Daniel, I think. But the same meaning, right? So can you give me the answer for number 1?
Actually, I haven't workbook and I'm making to do after the class. Then I
so
haven't
you
done.
have the workbook, right?
Yes.
Oh, really? So you have the course book, right?
Yeah, I have.
But you
Yes,
don't
I
have
have.
the workbook, right?
But only link like.
Okay, so either you have to print it out, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, then I will skip you. So I will ask James.
Yes.
Can you give me the answer for number 1?
You find the satellites in space and it sends the television signals to homes.
Okay, thank you for your answer. And this time, Su Weidwin,
Yes, sure.
can you give me the answer for number 5?
Number 5, I think it's better than the ordinary board because it sends quick feedbacks, so the teachers can check easily.
Okay, so you also think it is better, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the last one, can I explore the last one? Just a no.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, can you give me the answer for number 2?
When we listen to music, we use headphone.
And why do we have to use it?
To hear clearly.
Yes, to hear clearly and to concentrate more, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for your answer. So I'm gonna stop here for today. So do you have any questions for today's lesson?
Okay.
No. No. Okay, so we'll continue tomorrow, okay? And then we have morning class, right? Okay, so that's all for today. I'll stop here. So bye-bye for today. See you tomorrow.
Goodbye. Thank you.
See you tomorrow. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Teacher.
Bye.